Carlos is Dingleberry. That, yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah. That's
Great.
going to be the username now.
That's the username now?
Yep.
You don't have to do that, but all right, whatever.
I mean, I have to. You clearly said that I have to.
I hate you.
So, Carlos is Dingleberry.
Carlos is Dingleberry.
Is that like Peter Dinklage, Dingleberry?
It's a good question.
No, not Dinkle. Dingle.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. Anywho, hello internet.
Hey.
Hello.
Ernie, like you just kind of, it sounded like you just kind of forced that out.
Maybe a little ETBT kind of forced, just tad. Maybe.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I am excited. Like,
well,
hi, what's up? But
hey guys,
just...
we reached the big 2-0.
Woo!
It's 20.
Rolled.
Episode 20. LP3. Carlos here with Link.
We're not even legal to drink yet.
And Ernie. We're not legal. No, we're not legal yet. Well, to drink. We're legal though.
That I very clearly made that distinction, Carlos.
Stick it in me. Anyways, so we're back.
You can do him. That's fine.
Hope everybody had a fantastic week. We are here just to continue our conversation about the Marvel Comic-Con. We did talk about their movies that are coming out for Phase 4, as well as Blade, because I guess I wasn't really Phase 4. They don't know when it's coming out. So now we're going to continue the conversation talking about the shows that they're going to be putting on this Disney Plus streaming service. Which, by the way, is it me or is there does every single person have a streaming service now?
They all have a streaming service because cable is retarded.
Like everything. Like I've seen people's comments on Facebook are like, "Oh my god, another one! I've already got like Hulu and Netflix and Amazon," and they just listed 7 different things, and I'm like, Jesus, how many streaming services are there? Like, what the hell?
Most of my streaming services are towards anime, but
all I have is Netflix. I keep it simple.
I can't even say I have Netflix. I'm using my stepdad's account.
Yeah, I have Netflix. I have the one for anime, which is Verve, which has everything on it.
No Crunchyroll?
No.
Well, they have Crunchyroll on it.
Well, yeah, it's like a hub for a bunch of different streaming sites, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I used that one because it used to have Funimation, which is the reason why I got it. Because Funimation used to have their own, and then Funimation I don't know if they opt out or what, because they're not on there anymore, or it changed to something else that has some of the shows that Funimation had. I don't know.
I don't know. Funimation does their stuff
service.
Yeah, they're very stingy on a lot of this stuff, but
they're gonna have their own shit.
They have such good show. They do have their own shit. They have their own website you can watch the stuff off of.
Yeah, they have their
Funimation.
Too many services.
Oh. Yeah, Funimation had their own to begin with. It was Crunchyroll, and then Funimation had theirs, and then they went in together on Verve, which was this big one that they had. It had almost everything. It had your anime channels. It had the Korean, Japanese drama shows. It had another one that had what was that? That streaming service that was strictly for horror movies. Shudder? No, Shudder.
I think it is Shudder.
Yeah.
I realized you said horror, but
not horrors.
The other OR on that just.
What's that horror streaming service?
I was
you got all day because there's a lot of those.
Yeah, horror.
Oh, I'm ready for this. Can't you tell?
Definitely. But yeah, they have one on there as well. So I also have Hulu, and the only reason I took Hulu because they had a deal which was for a year you only pay $1 each month, and I was like, $12. All right, sure, why not?
Damn. Okay, that's pretty good.
Well.
Yeah, right. Might as well. I mean, even though I really haven't watched anything on it because I know it's strictly TV shows, TV series.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I had Hulu, but Yeah, it's one of those I don't really use it.
Yeah. And then, of course, I have Amazon Prime, so I have Prime Video, which is on there. And then
here's
that
the
has.
thing, like
Go ahead.
I also I also have like a Roku TV, so of course it just relies on just apps. That's another way that I can tell there's so many streaming services now, because my dad, he's got like this whole service thing that if you can stream a bunch of channels on Roku devices and stuff. He was nice enough to let me use his his account. So I've got like, there was HBO, and then there's like Showtime, then there's a couple news ones and a couple sports ones, and I'm like, by the end of the day, I've got like 30 apps on my TV, and I'm like, fucking A, there are so many services out there now. Like so many streaming services out there. It's crazy. And if I wanted to keep them all for myself, I would end up paying, I don't know, like God knows how much I'd have to pay for that. Probably like $80 a month.
Okay, but at the same time, if you're getting all these great things, wouldn't you think that'd be worth it than paying for cable?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, it depends on the
cable's
cable.
expensive.
It really is. Yeah, we had it for like
And there's
6
nothing good on.
months. Never exactly. We never used it, and we were like, "What the hell are we doing? Fuck this! Cancel this crap! I'm paying way too much, and we're watching like 2 channels. There's no point."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I hope you actually canceled it. Like I was
Oh, I totally did.
like I was hiking with my mom one day, right? And they had DirecTV for like the longest time, but eventually they got to the point where they were just going to cancel it because the stuff that they were watching, they had a streaming service for already. And yeah, she's like, "Yeah, I called them. I canceled it. Next bill, found out they just started pulling money from my card again. Called them again. Apparently, all they did was they just dropped her down to like the standard
Oh,
package." And she's like, "No, I very clearly said cancel." And like they just kept trying to give her a bunch of these deals, as normal companies do, try and keep them paying them.
yeah.
And yeah, she's like, "No, I want to cancel it. I don't want to pay for this anymore. I'm not using it." I'm like, "Okay, that's all right. We'll go ahead and cancel it then." All right, good. And they refunded her the money that was already paid and everything like that. But yeah. And then the following month, more money was pulled out of her card for the fucking cable again. So
Fuck
she had to
that.
call. And yeah, they dropped her into a different service that wasn't standard, but it was like almost like a pick and choose type of deal, I think. I can't quite remember. But yeah, they just dropped her into that instead. She was pissed.
I mean, I would be too. That's fuck that.
Yeah. I was just like, "Mom, just fucking call them. And if they don't understand the meaning of cancel, escalate to their supervisor. If they're not giving you a supervisor, escalate to escalated customer relations team, whoever that happens to be for that company." It's like, I worked at a call center. I know how this shit works. I will get there.
Yeah, I don't miss those times.
I don't either. But that was a big ass tangent. We were supposed to be talking about like comic books and shit.
That's like, what were we talking about? Marvel, right?
Yeah. And then we jumped onto anime and then
Yeah, because we were
streaming
talking about
services, and then
streaming services.
streaming.
There's so many. And now there's Disney Plus, and I kind of want to get this one because there are some interesting stuff that are coming up for it. So it's like, shit, now I'm gonna have to get another stupid service. Bullshit.
I'm gonna wait for it. I'm not like the biggest fan of Disney as it is, so just
But
knowing that
Marvel.
they're Marvel, as much as I may like their stuff, is like, unless they're gonna have like a giant lineup, one right after the other, that can overtake anything Disney, I'm probably not gonna get it until it's been out for maybe like 6 months, almost a year. I doubt I'll even get it then. But like, I want that
Damn.
library to build up. And that way I can make sure if I see any shows on there that I'm interested in, I can look it up, see how that show is done with real fucking people, not, the people that are like, "Oh yeah, you'll like this. Sign up," type deal. No, I'm not doing that. I got enough money going out to these different places that I'm streaming with. That I don't need more to go out to something I'm not going to use. So that's really what it's going to be. Just let it sit there for a little bit, let them build up their library. And then after that point, I'll look at their library and see how much of it actually interests me. Otherwise, I don't give a shit.
Well, damn.
Yeah. And,
It's just one streaming service, Ernie. It's okay.
mm,
It always starts as one, and then before you know it, you have like 12 subscriptions.
I mean, you'd have better luck with telling me it's just another streaming service, but it's another freaking anime streaming service with a bunch of different shows that aren't on any others.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, oh yeah, fuck, let's do this. I'm in. I wouldn't care. But one, it's Disney. Two, the only thing there so far that I can imagine I would actually want to watch is Marvel stuff. And until I see more, I'm not paying for it.
Fair enough. And speaking of the Marvel stuff, let's go over some of the stuff that they have announced that's coming to Disney Plus. First off, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I guess
Yeah.
to show with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But I guess it's like Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon. Yeah.
That's not how it fucking works, Carlos.
Yeah.
You're
Everyone's
not
gonna call him
freaking,
that.
it's not a crossover with F-Zero over here.
Boy, that would have been a lawsuit if they called it that.
That would have been horrible. that just would have lasted maybe like 3 episodes and be like, nope, we know what you're doing.
Pulling that shit
You're
out.
gonna stop this now.
No, but from what I heard, the premise of the show, it revolves around how basically the guy that plays Falcon, Sam, he how he's passed the shield, of course, that we saw on Endgame,
Yeah.
and then how the government, or at least whoever's in charge at the moment, doesn't really see him as fit for it, which is why it kind of leans more towards the Winter Soldier, since he kind of like one best friend since like way back, of course, more history, but obviously now you have Falcon, who's another really good friend that has popped in the series. So it's more of that, like, who deserves it, because I don't think Bucky wants it.
I'm not sure, and
I
that's what I'm
mean,
wondering with the whole government thing. Like, if they just, I think they're trying to keep it for themselves. Like, they don't want anybody to take that role.
I don't know.
it's possible, but yeah,
Which I think
I
would
think
be
I'm with
better.
Link. Like, I'm pretty sure Bucky doesn't want it. He very clearly knew Steve wanted Sam to have the shield.
Bucky's
Yeah.
all
So he
fucked
was
up
like, he's
anyway.
not here for me. Go.
That's mean, dude. Winter Soldier was one of my favorite characters, right?
He's
I'll
all
punch him- I'll
messed
punch him in
up,
the throat.
and he's done so many bad things. He's a bad man.
But
I
it's
don't
not
give a
his fault.
shit. I liked the Winter Soldier way more than I liked Captain America. I liked Winter Soldier.
So let me ask you a question. If your wife grabs your hand and makes you hit somebody, are you a bad person?
Well,
Because that's literally what happened with Winter Soldier.
his wife grabbed him and made him punch someone.
No, he had mind control. He was brainwashed.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I believe he's supposed to be the villain, the dude that brainwashed him. I guess he's the villain or one of the villains of the upcoming show.
Wasn't he just a computer already? Like, what the fuck?
No.
The other
The-
dude that
The
impersonated
guy that
him.
initiated. Yeah, the guy that initiated the reset, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He never died. They locked him up, but I guess he's supposed to be. I don't know if he's like the main big villain, but he is going to be a villain on the show. They are going to bring him back.
That seems lame.
Well, he's actually a comic villain. What the hell was his name? It's going to bother me now, but I'm going to look it up.
Yeah. I don't know. That just sounds
Zemo or
lame.
whatever his name is. Baron Zemo.
I don't know, some fucking dude who had a revenge.
But it is a comic
bloodline.
villain, and I guess like people are losing their shit because I guess he's gonna be like that villain in the comics. He's got some purple mask, and I guess he's wearing that on the show, so everyone's all excited about it. So I was like, all right, cool. I don't know much about that bad guy, but hey, if he's gonna be the villain of the show, that means he's got to be a good villain, right? Right?
Should.
Yeah, the should is the part that I'm like, that seems lame. just because of the state of where that whole timeline or storyline is. Like, I'm just like, I don't know.
You go from Thanos to this guy?
Yeah,
Fuck.
there could have maybe been a better villain to introduce. Like, we've already had him. He had his time to shine. He failed. So I don't know. He must have a better plot this time around.
That's true. That's what I'm wondering. Like, what I'm curious as to what he plans on doing now. Like after he failed doing that whole, reactivating the super soldiers and shit like that, and trying to make all the heroes hate each other. But everyone's super best friends now. Fist bump, bro. But like now, what's the plan?
I don't know. Start over. Do it again.
Make them hate each other again.
Civil War 2. What the fuck? I'm
The
tired of
Winter
this.
Soldier versus Captain Falcon.
No, Carlos. That's not what's gonna happen. I don't know. If anything, I have almost no interest with that show anyway, so I don't really care
Aw.
what they do with it. I don't. I have I like Winter Soldier. I like Bucky. He's cool. I could give a shit about Falcon. I'm sorry, dude, but
Is it
that
because he has no
was
special powers?
I
He
am
tries
almost
really
a
hard.
huge fan of just the normal guys. Like, I love Hawkeye. Granted, depending on which type of storyline you have for Black Widow, I love Black Widow. I even like Nick Fury and Maria Hill, for God's sakes. I like the normal people. They're cool. But Falcon, I just don't like. There's just something about his character that I don't like. He's a cool dude, everyday guy, good person, but just, you're lame.
Damn.
Let me go to somebody else.
And
I
this
think,
is
if
the new
anything,
Captain America.
I like the guys that are like towing that line of good and bad. I like the almost anti-hero type people more
Yeah.
than just the Captain America hero people. Because I don't like Captain America. I fucking hate him with every
Really?
fiber. I do. I hate him almost as much as I hate Superman. But there is nobody in my mind that can equal my hate for Superman.
Wow.
So, but Captain America's getting there. Well, he's almost there, just not quite that high yet. But yeah,
All right.
I think it's just because of that mindset for myself that I have almost no interest in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I personally look forward to hearing your Superman rant because sooner or later, like I said, we're going to have a conversation because one of our listeners was hoping that we do like a Marvel versus DC thing. So I look forward to hearing what you have to say about
Dude.
Superman.
So
Just,
I don't like him.
Please.
I'll keep it there. I don't like him. He should just be a superhero that just dies, all his comics burned, and never seen from again. He does not need to be around.
Did Superman hurt you?
No, he's stupid. I fucking hate his character. Dumbest character I've ever seen in my life.
Damn. All right. Well, fair enough. Next show.
Right. Yeah. Moving on. Let's get away from Ernie's
along.
rant.
Yeah. The next one is WandaVision. Don't know how they're doing that one. Because Vision, spoiler alert, he's dead. So I don't know how they're going to bring him back.
Yeah, he was grayified, then brought back, and then dustified, and then brought back, and now he's grayified again. So I don't really know.
That's true. Vision at the end of during the whole Endgame war, he wasn't there. I guess because they have the stone. So that's why it's like you would have thought that he would have come back or something, but no. So
they're just gonna come up with some stupid thing that breaks their own rules again. That's how they're gonna bring him back.
Yeah, they tend to do that. They kind of just, oh, this guy came back to life. Why? Just because we said so.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's the only reasoning that they can have.
Time travel.
That's like the reasoning they had behind Coulson. Like, it was kind of cool how they brought Coulson back, but it was just like, okay, well, he's back now. Why is he back? Alien technology. Right. Got it. Okay. That's just how we're gonna roll.
And I'm also curious as to WandaVision. I mean, it's cool because I do like, the Scarlet Witch. She's I don't know. To me, I don't think they really used her right during the whole so far actually in the MCU, because I
Nah,
heard
they
in the
nerfed her.
comics she's like, yeah, exactly. In the comics she's like stupid powerful. In
hmm
the movies it's kind of like you saw a little glimpse here and there of what she can do, but she didn't really do that much.
Yeah, no, she's just like a normal wizard person in the movies, but like in the comics, she's just like reality bender. Like, I will change the fate of everything because I can.
Yeah. So I don't
so
know. I don't know how it's gonna work. I guess it's gonna be a lovey-dovey type of thing.
that's the thing that puts me off,
The lovey-dovey.
honestly. The lovey-dovey.
It's
One, they're
beautiful,
gonna
Ernie.
come up with some stupid broken ass rule to bring Vision back, and that's already gonna make me angry.
And then they're
Two,
gonna bang.
yeah, it's gonna be the stupid fucking like romance and everything. It's just like, I like Scarlet Witch. I would have loved if she had an arc that helped her like grow, right? From like all of the stuff that she's lived through. Because she's fucking lost her brother, she's already lost her parents, she lost her home, and fucking lost her lover. That's a bunch of stuff that they could have done different things with in order to help that character grow. But no, they're just, we'll give you your lovey back. Kiss and make up now. Yes. It's just like that. Now
It's
pull her
true.
hair. There you go. And very softly pull it out.
You okay, Ernie?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay. I will say at least I'm more interested in WandaVision than I am in Falcon and Winter Soldier. At least just because I liked Scarlet Witch. So I would like to see what they do with that.
All right.
It's skeptical enthusiasm at most.
Okay, and then another show, Hawkeye. There you go, Ernie.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
But I guess this one is like, I don't know how much of what's his face, Jeremy Renner, is going to be in it, because I guess this is more about his daughter that's going to be taking the name Hawkeye, since he's already he turned himself into what's his face, Ronan or
Ronan.
whatever.
I would
Yeah.
have actually. I would love to see a spinoff with Ronan. So that's
That's
my
what I'm
favorite
wondering, like,
variation of Hawkeye. But
how much I'm curious as to how much they plan on using his character in this Hawkeye thing, or is it just going to be like he's going to appear, be like, hey, you're the new Hawkeye, good luck, and now the whole show is with her, and that's it.
I hope it's not like that. I hope that, like, starting out at least, it has his character interacting with his daughter and her, and helping her train like he was doing in the movies,
Yeah.
pull back and all that type of stuff, helping her train. Like, I would be fine with that being like the first episode to help her like establish her character as the new Hawkeye. And then he can slowly start taking a back seat from there, you know? But I hope it's not just, hey, you're the new Hawkeye, have a good day. I'm gonna go make breakfast. Like,
Right.
what the fuck? No, you're ruining this.
Well,
I'd be
hopefully
interested.
hopefully he's in it more than just one episode, I hope.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he would kind of have to.
But it's Jeremy Renner,
because
I
he's not
understand.
dead.
He's got other shit to do. I get it.
Agreed. That's why I'm like, he can have a more prominent role, like the first episode or even first couple of episodes, and then slowly start taking a back seat.
Yeah.
And that way it gives him time to do whatever the fuck it is he's doing nowadays. Music, apparently, and maybe
I haven't heard
some
any
other
of his
movies.
music yet, actually.
It's still pretty decent. But yeah, I would assume that's going to be how it goes. A slow outro to his character and then an intro to the new. But the villain of that story, I'd be interested in seeing what he goes like. Just the plot line of that story. It doesn't even have to be about the villain. Just the overall plot line of it would be kind of cool to see.
Yeah. And then I'm wondering, like, if this show, does take off very well, like, I'm wondering if eventually they might actually bring her as a new Hawkeye into like a future Avengers movie, or like some sort of, crossover or something like that with another hero.
Yeah, I could see that happening. Assuming,
I
of
hope
course,
they
it
do.
it, it does decently well, because everyone is just all about the money. They don't care about the stories that they can create. They just want the
Yeah.
money. But
Eh, it's like that everywhere. And
agreed.
that's what I'm hoping that that's what kind of what they do with some of these shows. Like they still kind of tie it into the movies. Like it's just one giant storyline. Like if something major happens on one of these shows and they kind of like mention it, or something, it affects something in an upcoming movie, one of these upcoming movies, like I don't know, a certain person dies or a certain person gets away, and then suddenly you see that character like in the next Doctor Strange movie or something like that. And just I hope it kind of ties in all together into one giant story. Do it
I
right,
can
Marvel.
see that. I can see that happening. I mean, they did it fairly well with Agents of Shield, where there is some tie-in between the movies and the TV show and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I would almost imagine they would do that strictly because it gives people a reason to pay for the streaming service to watch the shows, to not miss anything of potential movies and everything like that.
Oh, it's true. It's like they
So
kind of force us to get it.
yeah,
Smart sons of bitches.
I mean it's all about the money grabbing. But yeah, I feel like that would be one of the biggest driving forces behind people getting the streaming services, because they have a tie-in with the movies or the TV shows back and forth. So if you miss one of the show or one of the movies, and then you happen to see that in the show or the movie, and it makes no sense, then
Got
there's an issue.
spoiled.
Yeah, and it could potentially be spoilers or just not make sense, and then you're confused and potentially affect its overall rating. Things like that. But
Mm. All right,
who
and
knows? Depends on the
mm,
tie-in.
yeah, that's true. Another show. This one is just simply titled Loki.
Just Loki.
Just Loki. I guess this is about the 2012 or 2014 whatever version of Loki
And
that
yeah, it's that stupid fucking time split thing that they did.
yeah, that
He
I
got
guess
away.
he
Yeah.
got away after the first Avengers movie instead of going to Asgard jail. Which, oh my god, that's like the whole thing with Endgame and the time traveling thing. That's why time traveling, it's very tricky when it comes to, any show or movie or anything like that. Because if you do any sort of time traveling, it just opens up a million holes, and like billions of questions are now like floating around now. Like, and the whole thing with Loki, like, and Captain America staying behind. So now people are like, so if he stayed behind, he wouldn't be there for all the stuff that happened in the future or whatever. So like, so I don't know, like the whole time traveling thing, it's a scary thing. It's like it could really fuck up storylines or
I mean,
make
it
a
kind
bunch
of
of
already
loopholes.
does. Like I said, they broke their own damn rules in order to create that movie, but
Yeah.
like their whole time travel thing was just, it doesn't change the future. You literally just split the timeline at that point. Like that's all they did. they they just split the timeline. That's why we have a Loki. And that's fucking, yeah, it's retarded. And they tried to do these fucking stupid. They tried to do like this article, right, where, because people were asking questions about the whole Captain America thing, like if he was in fact just stayed behind, then clearly there was two Captain Americas during the entire series. Well, apparently,
That's true,
again,
I
this
guess.
is the internet, so take it with a grain of salt, guys. But apparently, the writers of said series confirmed that there were, in fact, two Captain Americas at all times in the whole series.
Like all the MCU movies.
Yeah, according
Yep.
to them, there was always two.
Yep, I actually read that article because they
Yeah.
mentioned the
Wow.
they mentioned the which one was it? Was it Infinity Wars? Which one was the one where Cap what's it called? He had to go to the wedding for Peggy. Her partner.
It wasn't a wedding. I think it was a funeral. But
Excuse me, funeral. Yes.
like that was a very dour wedding then. But
Yeah, no. I
Isn't
meant
that the Winter
funeral, sorry.
Soldier?
I think that was Winter Soldier.
Okay,
Yeah.
so in that one, they were explaining that in that scene, though they didn't necessarily say for sure it was there, but in that scene was supposed to be a gentleman who was older. They don't show his face, they don't show anything. They show the back of his head. That was supposed to signify that that was old Cap who was carrying the casket.
Quote unquote.
Quote, yeah, quote unquote.
Like, I'm pretty fucking sure that was just them. Like I'm pretty sure it was the fans that found that first, kind of like how Nintendo did with the whole Legend of Zelda timeline thing. Pretty sure it was the fans that saw that first. They started kicking up a fuss about it. And like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. We're gonna say that's right. But I don't understand how they're explaining their time travel thing by saying that there was always two Captain Americas the entire time.
You know, one lived his life with his woman while
Mhm.
one kicked ass.
Well, see, you
Mhm.
gotta think of it this way though too, because if Cap technically for the longest time he was in ice, so in that span of being in ice and then coming to present time, Cap would be good couple years old, man. He'd be up there. He's probably what in his like he'd be hitting the what 70s?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be seasoned for sure.
Yeah.
But I think my biggest issue with it is that it just breaks his character.
Oh no,
Right.
I 100% agree with you on that
100
one.
fucking percent. It just breaks his character. Because this is Captain America. A fucking dude who is a skinny guy who literally jumped on a grenade that wasn't live. But, you know, he goes back in time because he wants to be with his schmuggle bug.
Hey,
And
man, he's
just
fought his war,
and he
okay?
doesn't care. Fought his war my ass.
And he also knew
It's
there was a
still his
second one of
war.
him, so it was like, it's fine. My clone can go ahead and do all the fighting.
It's fine. So
I'm gonna get
Captain
banged.
America just thinks it's fine that Iron Man died and left his kid behind. He thinks it's fine that Black Widow had to die just so they could win. He
Spoiler
thinks
alert.
any of that's fine. I don't think so. I think that is just a very blatant disregard of his entire character.
It's just, you know.
Just so they can give off a, tear jerk farewell
Exactly.
to
They
the guy.
had to say goodbye to what's his face, Chris Evans. He wasn't doing the role anymore, and I guess they didn't want to kill the character.
You don't need to kill a character in order to move on to somebody else.
And
They
that's the
very
thing,
clearly
they
did that in
kinda-
Fast and Furious.
They had to make him old. They had to do something because you know that just so many of those Marvel fans are gonna freak out all the time. Like, how he can come back at any time. He can come back. Or how come he's not in this movie? The world's about to end. Where's Captain America? What the fuck? And no,
They're doing that already by saying that there was two Captain Americas at all time in the fucking timeline.
Yeah,
They do that already.
but no, now they turn him old, so it's like, he's not dead, but he can't fight anymore. So deal with it, nerds.
So he's dead.
So his character's dead. Yeah, you can just say that.
That's all.
What? It depends. I mean, they have the old Cap series.
I mean, yeah, I guess they do. But
This is a very old Cap, though.
But even that's the thing. Even in that one, he was that
crusty
I'll fight you. Assemble.
because he's done stuff with Deadpool as old Cap.
Oh God, that would be pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah, in the comic book series, he's done stuff like that with Deadpool. If I remember correctly. Let's see, old Captain America. You can probably find a bunch of
It's
stuff.
like Old Man Logan.
It's similar, similar to Old Man Logan, but I mean they've had plenty of stuff where he's done old Cap. Like I'm trying to remember the one off the top of my head that I just saw recently. There was one that popped up recently, but yeah, I mean it shows him and like another dude wearing a Captain America suit.
Oh, so it's like he's the dude's mentor, or like does he actually fight?
I can't remember, man. Like that one was like a brief comic series that I went through.
Maybe
I
like
never
Batman
really,
Beyond.
yeah, so, in a sense similar to that, I think.
I'd like to see a Batman Beyond.
A lot of people actually were hoping that they would have DC would have surprised everybody and announced Batman Beyond when they named what's his face as the new Batman.
Yeah.
Fucking Sparkles.
Sparkles, man.
Yeah, because They did one. They did an old. It was old Cap and Deadpool, and they're doing the comic series that they did was right after Wolverine's death. So after the Death of Wolverine series, um, after that one pretty much went out, started picking up. Other ones were like Death after Wolverine's death or something like that. I forgot what it was called.
Oh.
Death of Wolverine, Deadpool, and Captain America. But yeah, it basically shows Cap sitting on Deadpool's shoulders, holding a cane, and he's got this blue sweater with a little the little shield symbol on the chest, and Deadpool's just like running around with him, shooting baddies. It's hilarious.
That would be fairly entertaining to see. I would
Make it
definitely see
happen.
that.
Oh yeah, yeah, because it was called Death of Wolverine, Deadpool, and Captain America. And it's pretty much old Captain America.
Yeah.
That's
Because
great.
that series was pretty good, but I was very disappointed with the ending to it. And then of course they brought him back to life.
Naturally, because everyone owns Dragon Balls.
It's the comics. Nobody ever stays dead in the comics unless it's some random who gives a shit character. Like all the big guys, the big stars. Nah.
Well, it was just so very anticlimactic with the way he died, and I'm sure you guys don't really care because you guys don't read the comics. But in the series, he meets the scientist who created adamantium, and he's trying to stop him because they're doing more experiments. And what ends up happening is, as he's fighting, uh, he ends up getting covered in like really hot adamantium, and it ends up solidifying and hardening, and he ends up just basically dying. Or not necessarily, they don't say that he dies, but he ends up being encased in it and he can't move. So basically he's just on the rooftop of a building while this doctor gets away, and he's just covered in adamantium.
So it's like a reverse Lady Deathstrike death.
Yeah, in a sense,
Damn.
correct. Yeah, because Lady Deathstrike had it poured in her, and this was poured on him.
Comic book deaths are like way more brutal than movie
They
deaths.
can be.
Some of them, yeah, they can be pretty bad.
They certainly can be.
But yeah, it was like he was after him, and then it got poured on him, and it was still hot, and he was running, chasing him, trying to get him before he flew away, and then it hardened on the rooftop, and he couldn't do anything. So dude like fled. And I forgot who it was. Somebody like freed him out of it. I didn't get to read the newer series on it, even though I should have. But yeah, I didn't read when he came back. I just briefly read an article on it saying that he was back to life and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god. Like I would have been happy if they just killed him. That would have been good. I would have been okay with it. But I mean, he's one of the biggest franchise characters, so I could see why they wanted to keep more.
And the movies made him super cool now.
I mean,
after they released the Wolverine.
I always thought Wolverine was cool, though. Granted, I thought he was cool because of the X-Men cartoon series, not because of the movies.
With him always calling everybody Bub.
Yeah. What's going on, Bub?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Having the love triangle going on with Rogue and Jean.
Yeah. He was always a cool guy. I liked him a lot. And then, of course, I liked Gambit a lot and everything. And then the movies just kind of brought him to life with Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, he did a really good job.
He did a spectacular job. Speaking of, and apparently it's not true anymore, but I want to know your guys' thoughts. I had read not too long ago that there was a potential casting for Wolverine with I can't even remember the actor's name, but it was the actor that played as Eggsy in Kingsman.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh god, Taron or what's it? Fuck. What the
I
hell
don't
is his name?
fucking know. He was a blonde dude. Blonde English guy.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Him is Wolverine. What the fuck?
Yeah, like there was a post that there is a potential for him playing as Wolverine, and then I guess some fans like created some fan art of it, and I saw the fan art of him as Wolverine. No. No. Million times over. No. I prefer Keanu Reeves as Wolverine. At least his face kind of looks a little gruff. even if the rest of him doesn't exactly match. But no, Eggsy, my boy, you too pretty. I'm
Taron
sorry.
Egerton?
Maybe I would be happy with you playing as like a Gambit kind of character. I'd be
I
okay
mean,
with that. But
How tall is Wolverine? Isn't Wolverine like in the comics like
Wolverine's
super
like
short?
5 foot.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah, he's relatively short.
Let me
Yeah.
see here.
Not like Hugh Jackman and his 6'5" ass.
I know that's the thing too. Like people still didn't give a shit because let's see. Actually, in the comics, he is 5'3". Fuck, he's short.
Yeah, he's still small. He's a tiny dude.
He's so tiny.
I didn't care that Hugh Jackman was tall as hell. That didn't bother me. He just had the aesthetics right. He had all the aesthetics and mannerisms that just match perfectly in my mind. So
Yeah, let's see. Wolverine
Seeing-
5'3", and Hugh
seeing
Jackman
gentleman
is 6'2".
Wolverine does not really work for me.
Yeah, so yeah, Hugh Jackman has almost a foot over Wolverine. Damn.
Yeah. So
But no, he did play the role perfectly though. Could not have
Yeah.
cast a better person for it. So I agree on that.
So think of that, and then again, it's already been said that he's not taking the role. He said that he's not taking the role, but take him and put him in that role, and do your best to picture it in the best way that you can.
I can't picture it.
It would be a movie like I wouldn't be able to stand.
It's like there were rumors of where what's his face, Daniel Radcliffe. He was also a favorite for Wolverine. I was like, as much as I love Harry Potter,
You
no.
kidding me? No. You can put fucking Radcliffe and like you can have him as Morph. Like
As
Morph was
Morph.
kind of crazy looking, a little bit.
Crazy looking.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know what it is about Daniel Radcliffe, but him without glasses, he looks like he's strung out.
Yeah, in some areas, yeah, I can see that.
It's very off-putting. And Morph, Morph was part of the X-Men, so he was a good dude, but he just kind of had this face that just looked like he was not right. So you can cast fucking Radcliffe as Morph. I'd be fine with that.
I just want them to bring in Archangel. That'd be a good one to pull in there.
Yeah, Archangel would be an awesome introduction, but I can almost never see him without his other counterparts to join him. Like,
oh yeah, no, I mean,
Archangel was in whatchamacallit, Apocalypse.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was one of the horsemen.
No, he wasn't.
I mean, if you want to count him, and there was also what I don't know if it's Archangel, but they also had Angel in Part 3, which whatever.
That was just Angel, though.
Yeah, that was just a guy with wings.
But there, he was in Apocalypse though. He was one of the horsemen.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't there.
He kind of died a stupid way, but whatever.
He wasn't there. Doesn't exist.
Nope, I don't care what you say. Kevin Bacon was not in Footloose.
Exactly. Fucking Apocalypse.
Yeah, we already talked about Apocalypse. We don't need to talk about that shit again. Nobody's happy with it. We all know. Redo that one. Shit.
Redo it right.
Oh, actually, I gotta find that shit again. But I read somewhere that I think they might be talking about rebooting X-Men again or something like that. Because I don't think they're gonna make any more of the First Class movies. Because the very last one, Dark Phoenix, yeah, it failed hard. So I think they said they're done with that story, with that version of the X-Men, and I think MCU might just do a whole nother fucking reboot of X-Men again. Third time's a charm.
Depends on how they do it. I'd be okay with it as long as we're not dealing with, gathering X-Men type deal.
No origin.
Yeah, I don't want another origin.
We've already got it.
Don't need to see everyone being gathered. I've seen fucking all the different fucking cartoon shows that there is on X-Men. Like, I don't need it anymore. Just give me the X-Men and we can proceed. I don't need more First Class either. If anything, I figured First Class was pretty much done after First Class. Like it didn't
Yeah.
need to continue after that. Because that was a good just starting point for the entire X-Men series. You know, you got to see some of the characters that didn't exactly get a whole lot of screen time, and
Uh,
some other characters that you haven't seen on the big screen before. Like that was all super cool to see. Didn't need to go on after that. Granted, I kind of like the mix with Days of Future Past and all that. That was
yeah.
interesting, but that could have been the last hurrah for that
And don't get
whole
me
fucking
wrong.
prequel thing. It didn't need to be more.
Even if they do another reboot, I wouldn't mind some of the actors that they've been using to come back. Like, what's his face that plays Magneto? I would not mind having him as Magneto again.
Yeah,
I would be okay with that.
Fassbender I'd be okay with, and you know McAvoy I'd be okay with being Xavier again. I actually kind of liked him as Xavier a little bit.
Yeah,
He
me
didn't
too.
quite have Patrick's almost like fatherly tones and everything, but I mean, he still did a pretty decent job.
Yeah, no, they could totally bring back some of these guys to introduce into the MCU. That way, they don't have to do all that recasting bullshit again. But again, that's just the whole. If it's gonna be another reboot, cool. Skip the damn whatchamacallums, the origin stories, and don't rush it. Like, I mean, the good thing is, MCU, they don't really rush it. Like, Thanos, you got 2 movies. Apocalypse can easily get 2. Or Dark Phoenix, that could easily be a
Don't
two-parter
do
as
Dark
well.
Phoenix. Stay away
We
from
we
that.
know you don't want that one. We know you don't want that one.
Yeah, stay away from it. Give it like 500 years before you do Dark Phoenix again.
500 years, damn.
Yep. Everyone
But
needs to just wash away the filth
they
that
have
has
I
happened
mean,
with that.
we don't know when they're gonna come. We'll see down the road, of course. It's fine. Don't rush it. It's cool. And again, I'm just curious as to how they're gonna introduce the whole mutants thing into the world. That might be like a Doctor Strange thing. Great opening, but and again, we've talked about that last week. It's all good. So, but at least, like I said, I did read somewhere. I got to find that, but I did read somewhere that because of Dark Phoenix doing so crappy, that they said that they are done making any more past that one, and the whole MCU thing looks to be a reboot. So, get ready. It's happening again. But I mean, they did it 3 times with Spider-Man, and now Spider-Man is awesome. So, hey,
Doesn't
see.
always mean anything, Carlos. Doesn't always
We'll
mean
see.
anything.
Yeah.
true.
We'll
I mean,
see.
I'm about to say I'm not going to hold my breath, but I have
I
faith
did.
because they did take care of Spider-Man. That's always been my favorite comic book hero, and they're finally I'm glad that he's finally in the MCU. It's good to see these movies. I'm very happy with the movies so far.
Fair enough. I did hear, whether it's true or not, I don't know, but I did hear that one of the X-Men stories is going to be based on the Brotherhood. So I don't know if that's going to be like the reboot, quote unquote. But it'd actually be kind of cool to see the Brotherhood side of things, because we usually only ever see the X-Men side of things.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, there was actually a mutant movie that was supposed to be out already by now, right? Wasn't it like New Mutants or something like that was supposed to come out?
The New Mutants
yeah,
actually came out, but it's more of a horror film.
yeah, definitely a horror film. Horror, roar.
But yes,
Gotta
now
emphasize that.
that there's supposed to be a more of a dark take, kind of like they did with Brightburn, which was the dark take on Superman.
I think it got canceled though, or postponed.
No, I thought it was just coming on. I just saw a what's it called? Trailer for it, and I thought it was releasing.
No, it looks like, let's see.
Release date was August 2nd.
Originally, yep, it was supposed to come out. Even a teaser trailer came out back in 2017, but unfortunately, it's been delayed yet again, it looks like, which they have no release date now. Actually, it looks like it might be looking at April 3rd of next year, 2020.
It's a hell of a delay.
That is one hell of a delay.
What
That
the
is a
fuck did they screw up?
6-month. That is what? The fucking 8-month delay? God damn.
What?
Yep.
Since when did they just released this this past week?
Link's mind is blown. Yeah, no, it was supposed to come out, and because I read something that's like, this movie should be out. Why haven't we seen it? And Yeah, I
'Cause
guess it would just.
apparently it's broken. Like,
It,
what did they do?
I guess they were having issues or something, and yeah, they can't meet the date, so they have to delay it even more.
Yeah, because now it's funny because it even shows on Google the release date being August 2nd, and then if you look for the show times, it says opens April 3rd.
Damn. Buy your tickets now.
That's
Yeah.
really weird. Never
That's a
seen
super
that happen.
pre-order.
That's crazy. I wonder what happened to the people that like went to go see it if they like even got to glimpse it.
I don't know.
They probably just got refunds.
I would hold on to that
Plus a
ticket.
free movie pass.
That's a rare ticket.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
wouldn't hold
Original
on to that ticket.
movie that never came out. Yeah.
It would have been torn already.
That's true.
Like, here, you can have my stub.
Yeah.
I'm talking about my ticket.
That's right. Gotta clarify that.
All right.
Be careful where you say that in public. People are gonna look at you funny.
That's funny.
All right.
Oh,
And there's one more show actually that they did announce. We haven't talked about it yet. This one I'm actually the most excited for because it's animated, so they're able to do, they can do whatever the hell they want with it. It's called just What If. That's all it's called. Which I guess I didn't know that it was also a comic series where they made all kinds of like what if versions. Like, if this person didn't join whatever team or if this person didn't die, like there's a million what ifs. And like I said, I'm excited because it's animated. So there's like really no limit. They can do whatever the hell they want. And like, for example, like, let me see some of these what ifs here. I thought I had a list here. Here we go. Like, what if Spider-Man had joined the Fantastic Four, like official member? Let me see what else they got here. But I mean, I'm sure they're gonna kind of do like what ifs from the movies, not like the comics. I'm pretty sure.
I don't
I
know.
can
We'll
see
see.
that happening.
I don't see why they wouldn't do the comic series. I mean, they were. I mean, as weird as they were, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they would put a focus on like the movie and TV shows and everything, just because that's the current medium for everybody right now.
Yeah.
So more what ifs focused on that, and there might be a couple thrown in for like the comic material stuff, just to see overall reaction, perhaps, as kind of like a platform to see how people would react to a certain
Yeah.
line of thinking or storyline. That way, they can just build something massive off of that.
Well, because I know they already have some of the comic ones already done. It's an old thing that they used to do.
They
Yeah.
do. I actually have a whole list here. Like a few, like I said, Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four. Another one is what if Iron Man had been a traitor?
Yeah.
The Avengers lost the Evolutionary War. Let's see what else. If Jessica Jones had joined the Avengers. This one is just called What If featuring Captain America. I'm not sure what the hell that is. What if the Avengers disassembled? What else do we got here? I'm trying to find some other fun stuff. No, there's a what if just for the Secret Invasion with the whole scroll folks and all that. Let's see. What if I don't think that Iron Man demon in an armor? I don't know what the fuck that is. There's also a what if the Avengers versus the X-Men. That one would be actually really cool to see. What if Flash Thompson was Spider-Man? And then there's the big one, which I'm sure they're probably going to end up doing sooner or later, the whole what if Infinity thing where like Thanos would just win and kill everything or whatever. So I mean, there's different. If they base it off the movies, are there any certain what if scenarios you would like to see? Like Endgame. What if Thanos had won instead? Like what would happen? Of course, the world
Then
would
there
just
was
end.
no time travel.
Yeah, let's say the world would just end. So
Like that. There we go. That's already done. I finished that. We can move on to the next one.
or like what if somebody else got the super soldier serum instead of Steve? Different stuff
That
like
one
that.
would be interesting. I would like to see. If anything, I'm only saying it just because I want to see more Ronin. But Ronin scenarios. I would like to see more of. Like, what if Ronan was already at the beginning
Or what if
of
Ronan was a
Avengers?
bad guy?
Ronan's kind of a bad dude.
Well, no, like, what if
Like,
he was trying to assassinate the Avengers? Boom! There's a what if for you, motherfuckers.
man, that's fine too. I don't care. I want more Ronan. Like, he was so cool to see for like the 5 minutes that he had screen time.
This is why I'm hoping they show him a good amount, like, you know, in the Hawkeye show.
Yeah, because his mindset is still there. So he's still Ronan. He's not
Yeah.
Hawkeye anymore. He's not part of Shield. He's part of. I lost my family. I will murder you now because they're not alive.
But he got his family back.
I mean, that's still traumatic, dude. Like,
Yeah, but now he lost his best friend.
yeah, he lost his best friend. Now he's gonna kill everybody because she's gone.
Oh, yeah, that whole thing. I
Yeah.
always found it funny how they both were like kicking each other's asses to kill themselves.
That
I
was
was like, well, best friends till the end, I guess. If it was us, I would have been like, go ahead, Ernie. It's all you, man.
like, fuck you, you go. I'm gonna toss your ass off this cliff.
So instead of fighting each other to try to like kill ourselves, no, we would be trying to push each other off the edge instead. Don't be an asshole. Give me the stone.
Right? We need the stone to live, man. Come on. You're doing this for us. I mean, you're doing this for us. Right after you. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. There's your what if scenario. What if they fought to throw each other off instead?
Exactly. Like, what if nobody sacrificed themselves for the soul stone? You'd be fucked.
I mean, would you? Would you really?
Because yeah, you can't snap everyone back. Don't you need all the stones to snap everyone back?
I mean, you do. But I
Yeah.
feel like, here's my what if scenario. What if everyone showed up on Voromir and just fought Thanos there?
Before he got all the stones?
Yeah, like, he already threw Gamora off. He has the stone now, but he's still on the fucking planet. So, hey, what's up, dude? Beat the shit out of him, take the stone, run away. You don't even have to take the full glove. You just take the stone.
And honestly, like the one stone they could have used the whole time was just the time stone. They could have easily just rewinded him and found a way to beat him. Like, I'm sorry, that whole thing, like he's collecting all the stones and this whole time I'm like, they could easily just stop time. He's frozen right there, chop his arm off, boom, done. But of course it's the movies,
Yeah. They did what fucking Capcom and Marvel do with their stupid game. Like buffs and nerfs all around. Like, we're gonna
Yeah.
buff this character here, and then we're gonna nerf him here, but then we need to buff him here. But wait. Nerf here. Yeah, that's right. Nerf there. Okay, now buff him again. Sweet.
Oh, some definitely got nerfed in the MCU. Scarlet Witch, absolutely nerfed.
100%. Thanos would have already been dead. He'd be a non-issue.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just and some of them are just a little OP. I mean, they made Captain Marvel powerful, which she is. She is in the comics. And I'm glad that they didn't, have her bully her way through Endgame, so I'm okay with that, but I don't know.
I mean, it's nice, but she was such a non-factor that it was pointless to have her in the show. That's just me. I ranted about her in particular for but yeah,
It's okay, Ernie.
then back to the point. I'd like to see a what if for Ronan. Ronan at the beginning of Avengers, or just more Ronan. That'd be cool. I'd be happy.
But I hope they do some big ones. I hope that it's like what if Captain America did join Hydra? That's a good one right there. A big one. One that would shock you.
That is a big one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would shock me, just because it seems like the common thing to go with, like turn this dude in the complete opposite of what he fights for, and what would happen?
And then all the Avengers
Kind
have
of a
to
common
fight him.
scenario. Yes, all the Avengers would have to fight him.
Yeah.
I don't think he would last. Regardless of what anyone says, I don't think he would last.
You kidding me? He fought Thanos by himself.
Yeah, that's because the writers are stupid.
And he's worthy of Thor's hammer, so I don't care.
That is fine. That's whatever. I will perfectly accept that. I will not accept them saying, oh, yeah, that scene where he was fighting Thanos, he actually almost bullshit. Unless you gave him like the fucking buff of a century and he became a god and then he turned Thanos into a baby, he did not almost win.
Oh, he got a buff. That buff is called America. Okay.
Yeah. America. Fuck yeah.
So just
God
to
damn it.
chime in really quickly, since you guys talked about the Disney Plus stuff, since it
Oh
was
yeah.
released, looks like it's going live November 12th.
Ooh.
And there's two versions to it. So there's the bundled package deal,
Excuse me.
which gets you it's $12.99 a month, so $13, and it's bundled with the Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and the ad-supported version of Hulu.
All right.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
That does
that's what it
nothing
says.
for Ernie.
100% does nothing for Ernie. But if you'd rather just keep the streaming service, just the subscription, not bundled together with everything, it's simply $6.99 a month for Disney Plus alone, which is great, actually.
That's not bad, yeah.
Only great depending on the lineup.
Such a weird combo. Disney Plus, ESPN, and what was it? Hulu?
Hulu.
Yeah,
The ad version.
The ad
ad-supported.
version. Like,
Yeah.
that is such a weird combo. Disney, ESPN, and Hulu. All right.
I'll say this much, right? I will be more interested in Disney Plus if I see a return of the Punisher series.
Well, The Punisher, that was Netflix?
Yeah,
Right?
it was Netflix and Marvel.
Yeah,
That was
Netflix.
canceled.
Didn't they
But-
cancel like all their Marvel shows? Or Marvel? Wow, I can't even talk. Their Marvel.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I canceled all of them.
And
I
the
think
reasoning
just gonna
behind it
move
is
them
they
to
don't
Disney
want to
Plus.
promote their competition type deal. That was their whole reasoning behind it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
now they're going the other way
Right.
now. They're going with Disney.
Yeah.
That's
So
Disney, yo.
if I see a return of the Punisher, I'll be more interested. Just because I like. Granted, Thomas Jane's always going to be my Punisher, but the other dude, he's done a pretty decent job. Even with his like almost Dragon Ball Z style, yelling and growling throughout the entire fucking show. But it's all good. I still like it.
Well, all right then. Well, we'll see. So, in Link, you said this is going to start November,
November 12th is what I read.
but like none of the new Marvel shows. I don't think they start until next year, I believe. So that means I can totally wait before I get Disney Plus. I'm okay. with it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're only going in it for those things, I would just wait until they're released, because the only other stuff that's going to be on is all the Disney crap. I mean, they might
Yeah.
introduce all the other stuff, like they might move over like the Daredevil and Punisher and all that stuff over. So I mean, you'll have that, but at the same time, it's like if you're looking forward to all the newer stuff, my recommendation, granted, it's not that much, though I'm curious to know how it's going to go up in price and how fast it's going to go up in price. Like if it's going to be a yearly thing or every half year or what.
Oh,
Because
gosh, I hope it doesn't go up.
if that, well, it's gonna go up regardless. I don't know how they're gonna do it, because I mean, look at Netflix. When they first started, it was what, $7.99, $8.99 originally. The very first one, when it first came out, I believe was around that pricing.
Yeah.
Then you had like, they did it where you had a choice. You can stream it and you just pay that flat price, or you can add like, I think it was like $1 or $2. And you can get the DVDs, or it's like you can add $1 something and you get one DVD, or like $3 to $5 and you can get 2 DVDs at a time. And you can watch those while you still have your streaming service and all that stuff. It's like, It was nuts. And then they just did like a flat rate thing of the streaming, and then they did like the 4K now. I think that's the newest one. It's like to have 4K and all this stuff. It's like 12, 13,
Oh,
14 bucks
yeah,
at most.
I think it's $12.99 now.
Yeah. So
Premium
hell
is
no.
$15.99.
still, I mean, put it this way, it's still not that bad if you get to watch a lot of stuff that's on there.
I
It's
do.
still better than cable, in my opinion.
Absolutely, yeah. Because I watch Netflix all the time, so it sucks that the price keeps going up. But I'm like, I'm still using it, so whatever.
Yeah,
Assholes.
because I mean, you really, if it comes down to it, if a lot of the stuff is like I want sitcom shows, Hulu, perfect, or I want a variety of both, you got Netflix, or I want to stick mainly to movies or big titles, you have like HBO. HBO
Yeah.
has a good, or Showtime, excuse me, that's the one I was thinking of. But I mean, there's a platform for everything, and even with all that stuff, even if you were to get all these different ones, you're still probably paying the same amount you would for just cable.
And you get the stuff that you like, that you want.
Yeah. And you can pick and choose. It's not like, oh, I gotta wait till 4 o'clock to watch this show, or it's the typical shit. I'm at work. I can't watch it because it's during the time that I'm at work, and now I gotta record it. And then when I come home, I have to catch up. And it's like, nope, just watch it whenever. I can binge watch all these episodes, and I'm good.
Yeah. Sorry, cable. Never again.
I mean, I stopped having cable years ago.
Yeah, me too.
It was completely pointless for me. I stopped having cable as soon as they got rid of my cartoon shows. I was like, fuck you, TV. Never going back to it again.
I'd have to say that too. One of my favorite ones too was I liked when they did Kirby on the Fox morning cartoons on Saturday. That was a good one.
I was always the guy that was watching Looney Tunes and Tom and
Looney
Jerry.
Tunes was another one as well. That's a good one.
That was a good times. Good
And then as
times.
soon as they got rid of those, I was like, nope, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm out, bitches. I even stopped watching Toonami shortly thereafterwards because Toonami didn't have anything good anymore.
Yeah, Toonami for me ended with the Boo series saga.
Ah, yeah.
That was the last one I got to see there, and then that was it. It like kind of went downhill. But I do remember I used to watch it before that when it would show some of the old Dragon Ball Z movies, and you'd get to see also Reboot. Reboot was on there, and Cowboy Bebop was on at Toonami late at night.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a lot of good shows on Toonami. God, it used to be such a good channel.
Yep, Toonami was literally shiz. Loved it. Rurouni Kenshin on there. That was a good one as well. Like there was a lot of shows that were popping on there. What is it? Ronin Warriors? Ronin Warriors? Was that the other one? Yeah, I think it was Ronin Warriors. That was another one I remember watching. That was a good one. Those were good. That was really good.
So very good. I miss that stuff. But it's okay now because I can watch them all now. And I don't have to worry about the stupid TV censorship.
Yeah.
I just have to worry about
How can we even forget that?
editors
Gundam.
censorships.
It was on Gundam was on there.
Oh, Gundam was on there. Oh shit, I forgot about Gundam.
Yep, Gundam was on there. Loved it.
Gundam was probably the only like mech anime I've ever been able to watch. I can't watch them anymore though. I don't like mech animes.
I do only like the which one was it? It was the one I like the original, like Endless Waltz and all that stuff. Like those ones are good with Hero. But I did enjoy the it was it's not it's not Dynasty War. Gundam Fighters? Not Build Fighters. There's another one. I'm trying to remember which one it was. That introduced like it was like a world tournament. Different areas of the world had different people, and it had like people. The main characters had Mobile Fighter G Gundam. That's what it was. Mobile Fighter G Gundam, and it was like each main character had like a specific resemblance to a card. Like the main character was like the Ace of Spades or the Heart of Clubs or something like that. And he had that like emblem on his like wrist, and it was like his supposed to be like the power or whatever. But yeah, it was some weird stuff.
Yeah, that sounds weird. I recognize the name, but I don't think I've ever watched it.
Yeah, it was like King of Clubs and like Queen of Hearts, um, some weird Joker of Spades. I can't even remember off the top of my head. But that one was actually cool because the story to it was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. Um, I was just trying to remember a lot of the characters because there's so many characters on there that all had like their specific names and stuff like that.
All right.
I think we got off on a tangent again. Now that I'm thinking,
That's okay. I didn't really watch too much Dynamic, so I was like, well, let these guys have this one.
Yeah, so I totally already forgot how we got on to now. I don't even remember.
Oh,
Just
because we were
happened.
talking about you were talking about a lot of the stuff that you do and do not watch because of
Oh
the streaming
yeah,
services.
Like a whole line
Cable.
of stuff.
yeah. Because I
Yeah.
stopped.
Streaming
I stopped
service.
watching cable because yeah. All right, I remember now.
All right. So before I wrap this up,
I'm
the
old while being
shows-
young.
right? The shows that are coming out soon. One quick question: would you guys want these all to be released week by week, or all at the same time, like the whole season of one show, or you don't really care?
I would say keep the same plot that they've been doing, the same ideal structure of release the seasons. Like, I don't mind doing the, every week because that keeps them interesting as well. But at the same time, to get everything all at once lets you binge watch it. But at the same time, this is my rule, and this is the one thing that I always say: if you're going to release them once a week, then don't give me 12 episodes. Give me like 20. Give me 20.
And don't take a break in between. That sucks,
Yeah. Like
especially if you have to pay for the streaming service.
yeah, because that's what I don't want. Like I don't mind doing it because I know a lot of animes do it all the time too. It's like every week there's a new one every
All
week, and
the
then they stop it at like 12, and it's like, like I get it. It made it seem long, but at the same time, it's like, couldn't you have gone a little bit longer and not leave me on like a 12 like cliffhanger? Give me like a solid 20 or like 15. I'll take 15.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
compromise.
Especially since they have the stupid like 3-minute intro and outro for every show. Like
Yeah. And
that
if you're
takes
gonna
up my screen time, assholes.
definitely, especially for somebody who's like tight on time, where I have a full schedule of like I know when I need to be asleep and awake. Yeah, that really fucks with me.
Yeah.
The only other thing I would say, if you're gonna minimize the amount of episodes, give me a longer duration on the episodes. For instance, instead of it making like a 45, give me a full hour or like an hour 15, like that.
If they do like 12 or less episodes.
Yeah, especially like Game of Thrones, they made it seem long. It was an hour or close to an hour, but the only reason it was long or considered an hour is because it had all the extra stuff at the end. Like I don't care about all that, the director's quotes or thoughts on it or anything like that. No, just give me the show. Give me a full hour of it. Don't give me a really long intro to it that's like 2-3 minutes. Just give me just give me the show.
Just give me a title screen.
There you
This
go.
is the name of the show. Done.
Yeah. Now I understand if you do it in the very beginning, you want to give the first intro of like, hey, here's this, but then on the next ones, just do like, give me like 20 seconds of like doom 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 here, and then here's the name. That's it. Then we're good. Then we're good. Just go to the next one.
That's the
But yeah,
wonderful thing about Netflix. You can skip the intro.
Yeah, which is great, but you're skipping like 2-3 minutes, which results in
Yeah, it still, I guess, kills the playtime. True.
yeah, because then you're just killing an extra 3 minutes off of your 26, 27-minute show. Plus, you still have those extra 2 minutes at the end, so technically you're only getting like 20 minutes total.
Right. Yeah.
The credits. So it's like, like keep just Just give me the intro really quickly, and let's get on with the show.
So that's what I'm there for. I'm there for the show. I'm not there for your stupid title. I don't care about that. I know what I'm watching.
Yeah,
I saw it on the list.
but
Yeah.
that
So
would
you
be my
had it
rule.
up.
That would
I
be
can
my
agree
rule.
with
Entire
that.
show. Give us a bunch of episodes, and don't give us too long of an intro for each episode. Boom.
Yeah.
It's not hard to do.
Yeah, if
I'd
they're
be fine
gonna
with that.
like, if they're not gonna, if they can do where they release one every week, and then give us a smaller break in between seasons, that'd be great. Or if you're gonna take a really really long time, then just give me everything. That way you could just continue working on everything else. Just
Or just
drop
like
everything there.
make a train of it. Like, let's say, where's the show names? Like Falcon and Winter Soldier did their first 12 episodes. They're on a mid-season break. That's fine. During that mid-season break, start up Loki or WandaVision. Boom.
Yeah,
So that way it's a
that's perfect.
constant flow.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
That way, then by the time you're finished with all these other ones, now you can revert back to the next season, or wait, like, we got to wait one more month, and then the next season will come in, and then it's like rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would be good. Personally, I would almost like, just dropping a full season, but that's because I
Me too.
have to deal with a bunch of weekly releases anyways that I try to keep up with, and I don't have enough time in my fucking day to do that.
Oh yeah,
So if you can just give me like the season full drop, I'd be perfectly fine with that. That way I can just like, okay, I'm not doing anything. Let me just get an episode in here real quick. Sweet, done. And I can wait until next time I have free time. Like weekly
now,
releases, I have to be so picky and choosy on what I can do, just
yeah.
because I have too many.
With that said, are you running into the issue that things are releasing on the same day that you have to watch, or are they releasing on so many different days that you have to catch them all in one day?
It's a bit of both. It really depends on what I'm watching at the time, since shows tend to have random times they want to come out on.
Yeah, because
But
that's the other thing I was gonna say. If they kept everything to like one specific day, like all these shows release on this day, that'd be perfect. Because then you can spend the whole week picking off what you want to watch until you get to the next one.
yeah, definitely. But yeah,
But
no.
anime doesn't like doing that. They like to do like a Wednesday or a Sunday or
And then, they like to do the thing where you wake up and then you get on and actually see the new episode and they're like, oh, sorry guys, this week we'll have a special next. I'm just like, motherfuckers.
Yep.
Or
Agreed.
it's either that or it's a filler. Then, I just want to put a hole through my TV if it's a filler. We won't go there because then I'm just getting even angry.
I was to say that's a whole nother rant.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's all the time that we have today, guys.
But to say that's where I'm going to end it before the Ernie breaks out into a rant. Otherwise, we'll be here for another half hour.
I'm sorry. There are things that just
Really
just
grind your gears.
gets my blood boiling, I just ooh, yeah, let's end that because I something just popped in my head and now it's making me
Ernie's about to
angry.
start swinging in the air and shit.
It's like, oh my god, no, it's a goddamn anime again. It's an anime that I watched. It was just infuriating to no end. So yeah, well,
hold on to that anger.
I'll
We're
be
gonna save it
quiet.
for the next one. Hold on to it. It's okay. All right. Well, then we are gonna get the heck out of here. Like I said, we still have a couple subjects that we're going to talk about in the future. The whole Marvel versus DC thing. And we're talking like comics and games and movies, all that stuff. What do we like? What do we hate? It's a lot of hate, that's for sure.
Sorry.
And then
I'm actually a fairly low.
Fairly
pretty
what?
accepting, lovable with some things. Pretty
Fair
accepting.
enough.
I play a lot of shit games that most people don't like, but I like.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Okay.
It's okay.
And then the other subject was that back in like podcast 6, I don't remember. We talked about video game movies. The new topic that we will be talking about in the future is what was it? Games based off of movies. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Those almost have a worse track record.
Those are
God.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
I'll make sure to pull up a list on those so we can go over those. That It's going to be a lot of ranting on that one.
I'm gonna be sure to drink that time, so I can make sure I'm.
All right, I got to make sure to schedule this one properly so we can get drunk Ernie in.
Yeah.
That's going to be great.
I'll
I
get you
will
some bitches
join
some
you.
Drunken.
I will
There
I'm
we
going to
go.
join too. You know what? I will get some drinks as well. We're going to have
Oh shit,
sooner or
we're
later
making it
a
an event.
drunk podcast as we talk about games based off of movies. Okay, we're going to definitely schedule that one. I'm excited for that one.
I say we do it on our 25th. We'll do it as a special 25th.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? Stamp it right there.
Or if not, we'll just do a little quick segment of it. We should just do a quick segment of Lan-Party Productions while intoxicated. The DUI edition. There you go.
DUI edition. I like
Yeah.
it.
Dabbling under the influence.
Stay tuned for that, folks.
It'll be a fun time. Hopefully,
Oh,
maybe. I won't remember
definitely.
the next day, but it'll be a fun time.
That's okay. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be a fun podcast.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right. Then we are going to go ahead and get the heck out of here. Thank you so much for joining us once again for episode 20, the big 2.
Dude, I don't know what that was, but that
Yeah, don't do that.
That was my
again.
excitement just coming out of me.
that
Don't.
didn't sound like excitement. That sounded
No.
like you really needed to let one out. Like, huh.
That was right? You know,
like the constipation was just chilling right there, just like you're
just
trying
holding
to
it
hold
the whole podcast.
If I ever fucking walk into your house and I start to be very concerned.
All right,
Call an
well,
ambulance.
we're out of here. Thanks again for joining us, and we will see you for the next podcast.
Bye.
Later, dudes.
Bye-bye.